Hello everybody, Silent the Husky here. Welcome to, well, it looks like we're finally to part 5. You know, we had the prologue with our wife wizard. We had Unicorn Way part 1, part 2, getting enrolled and helping out Sergeant Muldoon, getting our first pet, Boomer. Part 3 was Triton Avenue and taking down the Kraken. Very fun boss fight. And once again, I did not forget whoever that was. I forgot your name, but whoever you were that came to help me during the Kraken fight, really appreciate it. And then, of course, part 4 was Cyclops Lane. We have one more street here left to do out of the 3, and that is Firecat Alley. I was doing some stuff around Wizard City. That's why I was parked next to Spooky Bob over there, because it is Halloween. And let's go ahead and grab one of them. Since I can grab those. Let's go ahead and get those. Anything that I want there? Probably not. We'll just keep going. Because that's not why we're making videos. We're not making this video to open a pack or anything. We got a playthrough to do. And that's where we're going to head next. To where our playthrough points us. And that is pointing us to Firecat Alley. Now, Firecat Alley, out of all the 3, I think Firecat Alley is my unfortunate least favorite of the 3. Triton Avenue has a place just because of the Kraken and the storyline behind it. And then, of course, Cyclops Lane being Cyclops Lane. There is some fun to Cyclops Lane. With how hard-headed Nolan is to just getting to see Cyrus Drake tried to suspend you or expel you from Ravenwood. Anyways, there's Private Quinn. He's looking a little worse for wear, isn't he?
Halt! Oh, you're that Unicorn Way hero wizard, aren't you? What? Sergeant Muldoon sent you? Woo! I need all the help I can get. This street is ablaze, wizard, and not in the way it's always ablaze. It's been completely consumed by anger and hostility and violence. The fire elves have gone insane. A gaggle of them even broke down the gate to the dark cave. Now the undead have spilled out into the street. I can't hold all these roving mobs of mayhem at bay alone. Please, wizard, can you drive the haunted minions back?
Yeah, I think I got an idea of what I'm going to be making the name of this video. But I'm not going to tell you until later. Anyways. Yeah. Now we have precision, which gives us a little bit of accuracy, which will be a little bit helpful. Quite helpful. Especially now that we won't fizzle our scorpions when I'm trying to kill somebody like a haunted minion. It's not something you usually use, but why not? For the sake of the playthrough, why not? Let's give it a try. You know, that's just something I've never used before, or hardly ever used, was spells like Precision, or the one life spell called Guidance. I never used them because I had no reason to. Now, for the sake of this video, why not try it out, see what it does. Yeah. But yeah, so hope you guys are having a great day today. It's Thursday, October 5th. Halloween grows slowly closer, and my Halloween videos are not ready yet. Or my ideas. I'm going to be getting them in the works. Trust me. I really want to do the Five Nights at Freddy's videos up to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which comes out on the 27th. That'll be fun. And a couple times I might even bring my friend in. She'll be singing in the background. You might hear her while we're playing, and just have a fun time playing.
Truce. We'll keep to this corner of the street, but we're not going back in the dark cave. It's spooky in there.
Anyways.
The undead have promised not to venture any farther? It's not ideal, but after everything else that's happened here, I call that a win. It all started when the Fire Elves were rehearsing the song Recollection from Firecat, the musical. Everything was going fine, pitchy soprano solo aside, when one of the fire elves suddenly shot a tiny arrow at me. Then another elf joined in. Then another. The animosity spread like wildfire. Now even the lawn decorations have risen up and gone all stabby. A wizard named Lizzo Firespitter was coaching the elves on singing before the trouble started. I saw them attack her. I wanted to help, but I simply had to secure this position. Now I'm the only thing standing between all this chaos and Old Town. Please, will you check on Lizzo?
Now, I'm not going to rant about Firecat Alley and how they ruined the... Well, no. They did ruin the questline. The storyline of Firecat Alley. You know, it was a, I think Firecat Alley should have still had that, Fire Elf Banshee's Whale curse that made the Fire Elves just want to attack everybody instead of what they did with it. That's just my opinion, but, well, whatever. It's an okay replacement storyline that they did. I just don't find it the most ideal.
This is no place for a newbie like you. Wait! You're the new kid who cleaned up Unicorn Way, aren't you? Well, I'm glad you're here now. Some fire elves attacked me and stole my spell book. The truth hurts, but I'm literally powerless without it. Could you get my spell book back? You will? Thanks. Just try to be gentle, okay? The fire elves aren't evil. Something has corrupted them.
Yeah. Similar principle to the entire thing, but it just doesn't feel right doing this quest line without the original storyline plot on it. Anyway, since we have a little bit of downtime, let's sort of go over what's coming in the coming week. Next week will be a little bit different. We will have a Let's Play. We will have the full one of the full. That's staying in there. We're gonna still have a full playthrough episode next week, but there's gonna be a lot more diversity content that'll be coming next week as well. I plan on finally releasing the Skyrim playthrough later today, hopefully, and then the Let's Play Fallout New Vegas, which I do have a little bit more news on that because, I really sort of didn't really give a full plot setup for it. But what's going to happen is it's sort of this, it'll be this tale of two people. The first one is going to be the original courier in the original Fallout New Vegas.
Fire for fiddle! Burnt out ends of smoky days! The stale cold smell of morning! Fire for fiddle!
Right. Where was I? What?
My spell book! Thank you! You really are as talented as they say. However, we're gonna need more than talent to help the fire elves. I have no idea what's causing my little friends to go cuckoo bananas like this, or how to help them. But I might know of someone who does. There's a rumor of a witch who was fired from Ravenwood that lives in hiding here on Firecat Alley. They say she turned a kid into a humongo frog. I think we can convince her to use her advanced magical prowess to help the fire elves. I might be too optimistic, but that's the human in me. The wizard in me is worried she's the one who caused all this. Either way, we need to find her.
Oh boy.
Perhaps one of the other denizens knows how. I saw Shella's Gruffheart cowering in a corner at the top of the hill instead of helping me while I was running for my life earlier. Oh well, go ask Shellis if he knows where the witch lives.
Okay, so the Fallout New Vegas playthrough, I'm going to stop right here before we continue the questline. The Fallout New Vegas is going to have two different characters. The first character is going to be this lawful good character, well, sort of. This character that has good intentions, and it is an NCR playthrough. I'm going to say it right then, right here and now. But we're then going to be, you know, if you know what the Fallout Dust mod is, we're going to sort of implement that as well. As after we do, you know, the playthrough there, what we're going to do is we're going to do an alternate, I think. In the events of Dust, I really don't earn, scratch that, sorry. I did it again, I mean, it happens, I get an idea, and then it just goes out my head. But we will be doing a Fallout Let's Roleplay in New Vegas. The Skyrim Let's Play will probably have some commentary in it. I don't know. And also there is another game that I am going to be playing as a full gameplay series that you'll just have to wait and see. It's a game that I played when I was a kid, and I found a way to get it to work on this computer. So that's also something to look for. Anyways, let's continue on after I went off on that tangent about the videos to come, but I thought I'd let you all know ahead of time instead of doing it when I end the video.
Leave me alone! Oh, you're a wizard. Wait, you're not two fire elves in a wizard costume, are you? No? You promise? 'Cause I know ice magic. Okay, I believe you. Which is good, because I don't know a lick of ice magic. So, are you here to save me, magical child? Not quite. Fair enough. What do you want then? Do I know where the old witch is? I'm not sure. What I am sure of is that the bedeviled fire elves stole my strongbox.
Alright.
My entire month's earnings are in that box, wizard. You get my strongbox back. Wink, wink. And maybe I'll remember the answer to your question.
Now, this is also another side quest that he gives that we're going to do as well. And, you know, this is the sort of style of quests we're going to do. So, you know, now, I didn't do it on Triton Avenue, but there is one that sort of gives you an idea of, like, it sort of gives you some, if you know anything about the old storyline, you had a quest where you would go talk to Diego the Duel Master, then you would go back to Ambrose, and you would learn a little bit more about Sylvia before she died. And you would go and get the scrapbook and from Gloria Crendel from Sergeant Skullsquare. They implemented that quest on Triton Avenue from a cousin of hers, I guess? I don't... But the idea of that is, you know, you could go back and do that. But, now. Okay, so doing fairly well. Alright, there's the hat. Like I said, I want that for the level 10, once I hit level 10. Because the level 10 gear from this Gloria Crendel quest is actually decent. Now, it's not gonna be the best. It's not like it's giving us 400 damage. You know, it's not giving us a bunch of damage for our balance spells. It's just something to help us on. Now, I have a little thing that I'm going to be doing at the end of when we reach a certain point in the playthrough. I am going to I'm still working on possibly getting a sort of a duo cast Wizard101 playthrough where it will just be me and a friend. Now, it won't be like this one where we're just taking it slow through dialogue. We'll be sort of zipping our way through the main storyline as if we were playing naturally, just with a little bit of commentary built in and stuff like that. And yeah, that's still in the works. I don't know if we're gonna do it, Might do it. That's just up in the air right now.
Fire for Fiddle, as he loves to tell. Fire for Fiddle, the fiend of the fell. Fire for Fiddle, fire for Fiddle.
After a while, you don't want to be here anymore. It makes you want to lose your mind right now.
My strongbox! Thank you. Now about your question. I can't say for certain she's a witch, but there's a peculiar hermit who lives down the way. She keeps her windows drawn, and there's often strange smoke billowing from her chimney. That's the best I can give you. Hope it helps.
Yeah, no, that helps.
What? How dare you interrupt an old woman from her stories? Did Ambrose send you to banish me? Well, I'm not going without a fight. What's that? Corrupted fire elves? Murderous magma men? The undead have spilled from Dark Cave? They need the witch's help? First off, I'm 100% not that witch. Or any witch, for that matter. I'm an alchemist. Secondly, this sounds like a city guard job. The guard is pinned down. Ugh, typical. All right then, I'll help. But I need to know exactly what we're dealing with here.
Sure.
Take this special vial and collect a sample of magma from those magma men you mentioned for me to analyze. Okay. We'll go from there.
Sure. Oh, boy. Like I said, I want to get off of I want to get off of Firecat Alley as quickly as possible. I don't like this street whatsoever. As you can probably tell by me just wanting her to just shut up. Okay, well, you know. So, at the end, okay, so this is going to be something that I'm going to implement. So, what I'm going to do is, at the end, we are going to go, and I'm going to, at the end of Wizard City, when we complete the final quest, I am going to, well, the last main quest before we move on to the next world, I'm going to do a world analysis and sort of give a review of, you know, sort of go through and reminisce of the accomplishments of our wizard, if that makes sense. So what it is it's a summary of what we did in the world before we move on to the next one. Now, it won't be anything special. It'll just be like a quick rundown and then sort of go into the next, and then I'll sort of give a summary of what we're going to be doing in the next world. Sort of like this. To get you guys ready for what's to come after Wizard City, you know. But yeah, the Wizard101, well, the Wizard City review will just sort of go over, you know, us getting summoned to Wizard City to save Wizard City, defeating Ballister's henchmen when we first showed up, you know, going and, you know, stopping Rattlebones from, and the undead on Unicorn Way and rolling, and then doing Trident Avenue,
that
saving
was
it from
quick.
the Harvest Lord.
Ew, you smell like sulfur. Now, hand me the magma, and I'll run a quick analysis on it. And done. Ah, looks like the root cause was a banshee's whale curse. Oh, and I recognize these melodic signatures. Bastilla Gravewind. Bastilla was the prima donna of the Fire Globe Theater decades ago. She had a bitter relationship with the Fire Elves, especially fellow actors. During a performance of magic fire music, her elf co-star accidentally summoned actual fire magic, and that was the end of poor Bastilla. I'd heard that she had a thriving underworld theater career, but apparently she's decided to return with a vengeance. A banshee's whale curse works like an auditory virus. Rehearsals for that dreadful musical served as the perfect way to infect the masses. Thankfully, this particular whale seems to have no effect on humans, but we need to help the Fire Elves before their little brains melt. To reverse the curse, I'll need a Herkimer stone to record Bastilla's voice onto. Get one from the rotting fodder in Dark Cave.
Oh, boy. Anyways, you know, don't get me wrong. And I'm going to tell you right up front that the first arc of Worlds are my favorite. They're the ones that I, grew up playing when I was younger. I went through all of them as this young 10-year-old that didn't know what the game was all about. And I went through and I completed that game. And I grew attached to the characters of those worlds. Now, obviously, there's nothing against what they've done for the newer players that have come back, And I think updating the quests so they act a little more, this game is supposed to be a lot more cartoony and have some cartoonish humor to it at points. And Wizard City is one of those moments. It's supposed to be a little corny. Now, it does get sort of serious near the end of the game, but that's just how it was. Well, there's one world that we'll get to that is a little bit goofy when it comes to stuff, but that's for another video when we get to that point, which will probably be a while, We probably won't reach that point until 2024. Who knows? But, yeah. So let's go ahead and beat up some Ryan fodder here. So yeah, so the New Vegas video is totally unmodded. Both Skyrim and New Vegas are going to be totally unmodded playthroughs. Now, technically unmodded. The Fall New Vegas thing does have the sort of the 4 GB patcher and the some of the anti-crash, anti-stutter stuff.
Take our Herkimer stone. We'll dig up another to record our sickened beats upon.
Okay. So, like I said, we are going to do Shellis's quest to, Shellis's one little quest. But we'll do that at the end of, after we've, beat Bastilla. So, here's what we're going to do. And I'm going to show you. Because, okay, so Bastilla and the other boss that I'm going to be fighting on the street are side by side on the street. So, doing both of them at the same time will save from running back and forth. So we'll go ahead and grab an extra one of these. I haven't been using these. I don't know why I haven't. There we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, I forgot I could have just used the teleporter, but back when I started playing, we didn't have these teleporters here. So, it's just something I haven't used for a while.
Could I beg your help again, Wizard? After I went home to hide the strongbox you rescued, my house was looted. Not once, not twice, but thrice. As a relic stealer, I had set out several rare and immensely valuable items I'd hoped to sell to the crowds coming in for the fire festival. Just when I thought I was safe inside my home, haunted minions broke in. Mercifully, they were distracted by the shininess of the Emberstone ring. I hope it's not crude to say, but that ring was supposed to pay my mortgage. Please, Wizard, get the Emberstone ring back for me.
Now, any original players will realize that this quest was annoying in the most horrific way possible. This used to be a collect quest. Oh God, collect quest. Oh God, no, not a collect quest. Now, I'm saying that because old players will realize the pains of those quests. At times, it felt like no matter how many times you fought what you were fighting, you just couldn't get what you wanted. And it annoyed the daylights out of me that I couldn't get everything on that, collect that one item I needed right then and there. Everybody, most original players will know that. Some newer players might even know that too if they aren't like super new to the game. They have made it better, but that's besides the point. Anyways.
You got the Emberstone ring back! You've really saved my bacon, my new friend. Any chance you'd be willing to do a lowly merchant another favor? As I was repairing the door, those insufferable haunted minions broke down. A clatter of skeletal warriors forced their way inside my house. I chased them out, but only after one of the bony bandits swiped an ancient Mushuian sword from my collection, called the Spirit of Mukugawa. When a sword has a name, you know it's valuable. Please, Wizard, will you recover the Spirit of Mukugawa from the skeletal warriors?
Oh, no. Yeah, no, this quest was insanely annoying for anybody who was trying to do it. Who was trying to do it back then. Anyways, let's fight him. We might get it, we might not. Who knows? If luck favors us, we'll get it first try. If not, oh well. We'll just have to try. So, now, I'm going to actually let you guys decide, out of the secondary schools, which one would you like to see me use? Now, I know this might be a little odd, but this character is actually going to not use the traditional secondary school spells that you might think.
The Spirit of Mukugawa is no display piece. It was forged for combat. Take it. Just please don't let that fleshy fool squander its destiny.
Alright, so let's go talk to Greta before we go and talk to Shellis, because of one thing and one thing only. It saves us backtracking. It will save us backtracking. So we'll go ahead and do that. I love getting stuck on doors or walls.
Ah, good. This Herkimer stone should work nicely to record Bastilla's wail. I'll override whatever noise the rotting fodder had imbued it with. You'll just need to get Bastilla mad enough to let out a good shriek. Herkimer stones naturally capture the sound waves of the undead. I did a little reconnaissance while you were gone. Big surprise, Bastilla is in her old house, the Diva's Tower, down the street. Good luck!
Alright. So, what I did when you guys were not, off camera is I did my school quests. Or the certain quests that you get from your professors at level 7, 12, 18, 28, 38, etc., etc., etc. I did that off camera so you guys didn't have to watch that. It was quite boring too.
The spirit of Mukugawa! Thank you, wizard. But, there's a huge gouge in the blade. I'll be lucky to get 100 gold pieces for this now. Oh well, something's better than nothing, I suppose. Now, the relic I want back the most is worth 1,000 spirit of Mukugawas. Just as I put the final nail into my repaired front door, the most disgusting creature I've ever seen came crashing in through a window. Then I realized I recognized the horrid monster. Rather, I recognized who he used to be. The spiral-renowned thief, James Annalita. James paid for his life of crime with a sentence of death, only to continue his thieving ways in the underworld under the moniker Wormguts. But Wormguts has returned to the land of the living, and he came for the relic that cost him his life, the Sleeper's timepiece. I chased him to a tower down the way, but I was no match for Wormguts and his undead minions. Could you retrieve the Sleeper's timepiece?
Yeah, no, I guess I could. How much you paying me, though? How much you paying me? This is an odd position. Okay, we're good. Yeah, like I said, boom, Wormguts there, brave, but still a great one there. So,
What's this? Did that coward shell us send a child to fight his battles? Wait, you're a wizard child, no? Perhaps we can help one another. The Sleeper's timepiece allows its owner to control the nightmares of others. But I've been unable to master its enchantment. Care to team up? No? So be it. It's your funeral. But I warn you, I don't think you're going to like the underworld very much. Minions, attack!
yeah, your minion is a single skeletal warrior. So, yikes, I guess? You're not gonna have a good time. Anyways, yeah. Okay, so I was gonna actually rate some of the. I was actually gonna do a street rating based on its, just fun factor, overall quest line itself. But I'll probably do that at the end when we do our Wizard City finale. So, as you can see, this is going to be this is no slouch of a fight, as you can probably tell. After Triton Avenue, you sort of get this feeling of, might get a little puffed up a little bit, maybe a little ahead of yourself. Trust me, you're not going to enjoy it. If you're not prepared, these other two streets can take a toll on you. Especially Firecat Alley, when fire is the second most hard-hitting school in the game when it comes to this level. So you might want to pack in some healing spells, Okay, so we'll do my Scorpion combo next turn. Okay. And no, that's the damage we wanted. That is some nice damage indeed. Oh, 75 health. All right, well, let's hope this works. Let's hope this works. Oh, wait, he has a shield. Did I mess up or did I mess up? He has a shield on. Ah, right. Okay. Didn't realize it until it was too late. Do we risk the scarab hitting low? We risk the scarab hitting low. I don't think it'll hit low. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't want it to hit low. Oh, that's good. Okay, nice. Alright. Good, thank you.
Ah! The sleeper's timepiece was the death of me once! I don't need it ruining my afterlife too! Just pray Shillus never discovers its true value!
Okay, so, well, before we do the Bestow of Great Wind fight, instead of going to heal up, go and restock my mana pool, we're just gonna go ahead and use my potion. Because those potions are easily refillable and very cheap to refill. So, you know, it's not worth, you know, not using them if you need them. If you need them, use them when you can. Use them when you need to. Don't just let them sit there. Anyways, next up, Bestow of Great Wind. Let's do it. 3 bosses again.
At last! I've been eagerly awaiting a review of the performance I gave for the Fire Elves. What? Are you not a fan? Well, Alistar is. None of you wretched living creatures' opinions will matter once the Dark Master's plan is fulfilled. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, trust me, I don't think that's gonna happen. You're getting stopped before any of this happens. Let me just tell you that, still. Whatever plans he had are going to fall apart. Okay. It's always good to make sure you get rid of the minion first. And that's just one of those combat tips. Especially when you're fighting a boss, you know, and the minion is a school that does a lot of damage like Storm. It's always good to make sure you instead take out the minion first. The Storm minion, if left unchecked, will do way more damage than a life boss. Now, in later levels, everything is pretty strong anyway, so it really won't matter. But you know, just make sure you're just keeping that in mind when you're questing. Anyways. Cool thing about precision mixed with this wand, if I use storm spells, I'll have a 100% accuracy chance to hit, which means this thing won't fizzle now. This will not fizzle. There you go. I mean, you know, and we can make this even better by getting an amulet with a storm spell on it. There's one at level 5 that will give us a lightning bat, which I will go and buy later. But that was just for an example. Now, you can get whatever amulet you want. It's just mixing precision with, with the wand just makes it so that you can take whatever spells you want and just not fizzle with them. Which at times, a fizzle might be between you winning a battle and you dying. If it low rolls, oh well. Barely Just bear. Oh, crap. This got hurt. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Yeah. Well, all four pip spells are gonna hurt, especially at this level. But there we go.
How dare you upstage my comeback performance? It was going so well, too. I laughed. I cried. Oh, it was better than Firecat's. Enjoy this day, whelp. For when you bear witness to Malister's malum opus, then you will be sorry. This entire wretched city will be sorry!
And what did I say about the lightning bat amulet? Well, we didn't get it, but we got something close to it. I mean, you know, Scorpion spell is not bad. We got ourselves a pretty decent version of it. Now, we will be switching the amulet for something else. But, yeah, there you go. There's both bosses down. Now we can turn both of them in. First off, we'll go talk to Shellis, obviously. Then we'll talk to Greta Dirtkettle afterwards.
You got the Sleeper's timepiece back! Thank goodness Wormguts wasn't able to unlock its powers. Its value decreases with every use. Not that I'd ever sell this beauty. Of course, I might not understand its magic, but I do understand how dangerous it is. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done, Wizard. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go buy the biggest, heaviest safe I can find.
There you go. Simple opal ring, a 10 health increase. I mean, not the best thing in the world, but it is 10 extra health into our total health pool, which is good. Now, I'm pretty sure this will give us a level up as well, which is good.
Did you capture Bastilla's whale? Great! What's that? She warned there's still more to Malister's sinister plan? Wait, Malister's behind this? Malister? Drake? The Death Professor? I'd heard he blew himself up with the Death School after his sweet wife, Sylvia, passed. Truth be told, I'm not surprised. There was always a certain darkness about him. Sylvia was too good for that entire Drake family, if you ask me. Nonetheless, we still need to transmute Bastilla's whale into a cure for the Fire Elves. We'll just need a few things before we can get started.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the alchemical transmutation will require some equipment that I'm no longer privy to. One student turns himself into a humongo frog, and everyone wants the alchemy professor run out of town. Bartleby forbid Ambrose have my back. Anyhow, I can make do with crafting equipment. Here's a list of items to borrow from Gloria Crendel in Old Town. Just, don't mention my name.
There we go, level 10.
Stop by if you would. I have a new spell for you.
And with level 10, we are now able to power pips. We are now unlocked the power pips, which will help us in the long run, especially when we get higher level spells. And also, if you did not know, I actually have Wizard101 guides. There's one for gardening and there's one for pet training. So I will link those in the description as well, so you guys can check those out. And also, I am probably, later down the line, will be finishing up a full game guide with quests and everything. I'll work on that in my spare time, but that is also another thing. So for people that are trying to learn about the game, start the game fresh, don't worry. I'll have a guide for you guys as soon as possible.
I knew you'd have no trouble securing those supplies. Now, a magical binding here, some weaving spells there.
Oh yeah,
all
this is
done.
for the gear.
I hope those robes serve you well, wizard.
Hello,
We don't need to
young
listen to
wizard.
that one.
How can I help you craft today? You'd like to borrow some crafting items. I suppose that's all right. Let's see your list. One large beaker, one crucible, 5 aludels, and a small athanor. Well, this is your lucky day. I just received a crate of those items. Of course, there are a few other items in the crate as well. Tell Greta she's welcome to them too. Call it an overdue parting gift. What? I can spot Greta's alchemy setup a mile away. Don't worry. Everybody knows she's been hiding on Firecat Alley. Oh, do say hello for me.
I never read that before. Okay, now let's go ahead and get our new gear equipped. As now we have ourselves a full kit of level 10 gear. Oh, look at that health change. Now that we actually have some gear, I will change the color. Don't worry, this looks horrible. I know, I will change the color. Don't worry, I will change the color. I will be updating my gear later after we're done. So when we do start the next episode, I will have the gear color fixed, and we'll continue from there. I know, it looks horrible. It looks horrible. I know it looks horrible. Just don't think too much about it. Please. Please. I beg you. Okay, that's enough. That's enough joking for now. Let's finish up Firecat Alley so we can wrap up the episode. This one will probably be the longest one just because of everything that we had to do.
How did it go? You got everything on the list? And Gloria says hello? Oh. Let's just get this done. Go set up the alchemy table over there.
Okay.
Ooh, that equipment is nice enough for an amateur like you to perform the transmutation. Go on. Just place the Herkimer stone on the crucible.
Yeah.
There we are. Now bring me the potion and let me check your work.
Huh. Alright, sure. Here.
Wow. A+ work here, young one. Good work. Now for the next part of the plan.
Beat the living crap out of Alakane
Curative
Swift Arrow.
intonation potion will work similarly to the initial curse, so you'll need to administer it to an influential fire elf. Alakane Swift Arrow is the most famous fire elf actor alive. Once he's cured, just explain to him that it's up to him to pass the cure on to his people. You'll find Alakane in the Fire Globe Theater. I've imbued your wand with the curative potion. Now go give Alakane a good thwacking.
Oh, I was gonna thwack him anyways. Just gotta thwack that annoyance to the moon and back. So we're gonna go ahead. I want all these there, just so I can use it in battle. I just want to use those in battle for the sake of extra damage. Anyways, let's go. Let's go give him a good thwacking, as Gloria Darkel as Greta Darkel said. Give him a good thwacking. Oh, I can do that. Time to die, buddy.
Fire for Friddle! The greatest magicians have something to learn! Fire for Friddle! Wizard City must burn! Fire for Friddle!
Oh boy. Well, if you want to burn down Wizard City, I'm not gonna let you do that. I can't let you do that. That's not possible. Impossible. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this below. In the description, tell me what type of build you want me to do in Fallout New Vegas for our roleplay. For the role-playing session. Do you want me to go a normal guns build, a VATS build, energy weapons build, explosives build, melee, unarmed. You guys get to decide that. Or, you know, I'll take a random comment out of all of them that have a certain build. Now, weapon restricted run might be an option as well. I don't know. But if you do want to see maybe a weapon restricted run in the future, I could do a New Vegas playthrough where I do the bare bones of the game playthrough, but we do a weapon restricted playthrough as well. Oh crap. Okay. He does some damage. Well, fire does do damage. What am I saying? Fire does damage, alright. Well, let's go ahead and put up another shield. Wrong school, buddy. You're not myth. Who said you were myth? Idiot. It doesn't matter. Anyways, let's go ahead and use a heartbeat, and then we're gonna go from there. Yep. And as you can see, the amulet scorpion does a lot more damage than our normal scorpion. That's just how these amulets work. You know, you'll get an empowered up spell of an original copy, which is helpful for certain spells, especially if you're running, you know, like I said, if you're running Storm and you want that enchanted, you know, want the enchanted Storm damage that you can get, by all means, go for it. Should be getting close to the end of Alakane's fight against us here. One more hit, and I think we got him. Looks like it. One more hit, and he is down. Looks pretty good. Well, if we don't get messed over by our scarab. Oh, wait, no, I have the pet. Okay. Let's see if Boomer needs to do the job. No, we got him. Alakane is down.
Lo,
there we
the
go.
dark resonance hath been driven from my brain. By the hand of this gentle wizard, I am again stark raving sane. How can I ever repay you?
Stop all these fire elves from singing like absolute crap.
You say only I can deliver my people from the grip of this dreadful banshee's curse? But how? I am an actor. We are the opposite of people. The cure and my voice hath entwined? Then accept the role of hero I must, and I shall deliver a performance for the ages to the streets!
And all's well that ends well, I guess. As much as I hate these little guys, they do rub off on you a little bit. Unless you're PvP spamming Fire Elf, I hate the living guts out of you. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. No need to go on a PvP rant. Don't need to. It's not necessary. The fact of the matter is, we saved Firecat Alley from the Banshee's curse. Which is a good sign. A good sign indeed.
Well, did you fix this mess? Can I go back to my stories now? Finally! This whole ordeal has made me realize that I don't miss working with students as much as I'd previously thought. No offense. Run along then, dear. And if you would be so kind as to omit my name from your official reporting to the city guard, I'd appreciate it. Ta-ta!
Bye. And we got boots that are useless to me. Great! Well, no, it's not that. I mean, you know, I've been doing minimalistic in terms of side quests, and we already hit level 10. So, All's well that ends well. That's another side quest that we're not doing because I've already had enough boss fights for today. In terms of our playthrough, of course. But we still have to talk to Private Quinn, and I think we have to go back and talk to Sergeant Muldoon as well. So, get these done. And I will say it again, this has got to be the longest video of Wizard City. I'm really sorry about that. I did not want this to run on as much as it did, but oh well.
Great balls of fire! You're alive! When I didn't hear back from you, I just assumed... Well, I'm glad you weren't fricasseed. Did you find Lizzo? She's safe now? Whew. And a cure for the Fire Elves' madness is being administered as we speak? You're amazing! You should tell Sergeant Muldoon! And feel free to mention how I'm still bravely defending this position. If it comes up. Thanks, Wizard. I couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, you might want to get your gear fixed up. Yeah, it's looking a little worse for wear. But then again, with him holding his post now, I don't think he needs to worry about that anymore. Alrighty. Hello, Muldoon. How are you?
Hello again, young wizard. Do the smell of brimstone and burnt hair spell word from Firecat Alley? You helped quell an undead insurrection and cured a fire elf curse? Impressive! We're not out of the woods yet, but we're making headway.
Alright.
Good job on cleaning up those streets. You know, if this whole student of magic thing doesn't work out, you have a bright future as a guard. For now, though, report back to the headmaster and tell him that everything is under control.
And that quest completion is where we're gonna end off. We're back at this same spot once again. For almost all of the outros and all of the intros at this time, we've been staying next to Sergeant Muldoon. But, well, it's the only spot that we're going to do for now. But next one, we will have a different picture or a different ending where we'll be standing. But for now, this is the end of this episode. I thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. I got the Skyrim playthrough that will be coming up soon. And of course, my other Wizard101 content. Check out the playlist in the description below, as well as the 2 guides that I have for gardening and pet training. This is Sun Husky, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.